Hello everyone, what's going on? And welcome back to our career mode journey here with Watford. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch one of my videos. Hope you're doing well, have an awesome day and feeling fantastic as well. Before we get started, if you want to follow me on any of my socials, they will be popping up on screen right now, my Twitter and my Instagram, so feel free to do so. And without further ado, let's get started with today's episode. We are in the transfer window. We've got Man City coming up, and I left you in the last episode with a question. Who should we sign out of Max Aarons or Tariq Lamptey? And I took a look through the comments. They're both really good players, but it seemed like through the comments, a lot of you were saying Tariq Lamptey. So we are going to go ahead and try and sign him at the start of today's episode. There's also potential as well that we go back to Brighton and try and sign Basuma, because in the last episode, we accepted an offer from Wolfsburg after negotiating with them for Enzo Fernandez for £28 million. So we might be able to get both Basuma and Lamptey from Brighton today. But we'll get Lamptey first, hopefully. Let's have a sit down with Graham Potter and see what he wants in the way of money. There's also potential as well that Ben Brereton Diaz might be leaving the club. Remember, we have transfer listed him. He's worth 34 million, but we'll see what happens in regards to him later on in the episode. I'm going to offer them the flat fee of 17.5 million, which is currently what Tariq Lamptey is worth, and see what they say to that. Again, they want a swap deal. Emmanuel Dennis, he keeps popping up in these swap deals. I'm going to remove him because I want to keep him at the club. And we'll go a little bit more now. We'll go £19.5 million. Come on, Graham Potter. You know that you want to accept this deal. 23.5. What about 20 million? No, they're sticking to the £23.5 million. So we'll accept that. It's about what I thought we'd have to pay to sign Tariq Lamptey. And to have him and Ngakia at right back, that is really good squad depth for our right back position. Important first team player, 5-year contract. We want him here for the long term. No release clause, happy with that. And what is the wages going to be? He's on 25k a week over at Brighton. We'll offer him 40 to join us here at Watford. Back in the Premier League, and he's accepted. So, first signing of today's episode, welcome to Tariq Lamptey. And whilst right as well, I do want to sign this guy from the free agents, Aksoy. He's a Turkish player, 19 years of age. He's very quick. It says solid player on his traits. And the reason for this is that if we don't end up playing him, then we can sell him on for some money. Because at the end of the day, we need money if we are to turn this Watford side into the best team in the world. What's he going to want in the wages? 10k maybe? I don't actually know how good he is. He's probably going to accept that. Ooh, it was more. Okay, 15.5. We'll accept it, because that might mean that he's pretty good, I want to say. And where is the news article with Tariq Lamptey? There it is. Welcome to him. He wears the number 28 this season. At Watford, the 21-year-old arrival is sure to shake up the squad. I'm very, very happy with that signing. And it leaves us with £143,000 a week in the transfer budget. So we are going to need to sell any players if we are to bring in any more players. We'll see what happens with that. As I say, we've still got Ben Brereton Diaz, who we are looking to sell on. Obviously, the Fernandez deal as well may go through very shortly. And Aksoy is 71 rated. He's a team player, not solid trait. I thought it was solid trait. It's not. It's team player. Doesn't matter anyway. Right, it's time to take on Manchester City in what I think might be the only game of today's episode, because it is the last game in August before the August transfer window comes to a close. So yeah, let's get into this match and see what result we get against City. And here is the Manchester City starting 11, captained by Kevin De Bruyne. Phil Foden on the bench, I've just noticed there. For us, though, Asenio starts in goal. Ngakia, Ayer, Tosin and Kamara at the back. Midfield three of Sissoko, Kamada and Bardi. And Sarr, Adeyemi and Grant up front. Sissoko, our captain. And as you see, Tariq Lamptey on the bench here today. Don't want to throw him straight into the action. Not like he wouldn't be able to play. But yeah, we go with Ngakia instead. He was brilliant all through last season for us. And the plan probably is to alternate games between Lamptey and Ngakia, but we'll see what happens in terms of that as we move on in the season. For now, though, it's City to get the show underway here. And Alvarez will start things off from the centre circle. And we are off here at the Etihad. Last episode's results, of course, were a 1-1 draw against Villa and a 2-1 victory over Spurs. So 4 points picked up from our first 6 this season. As here is Sterling into the box. Now Bernardo Silva, Ayer in the way of the shot. And Ngakia Heading it forward, but it's not quite cleared away yet. And Alvarez looking for a shot. Back to De Bruyne, who looks to place it. And in the end, it was a simple save for Asenjo. You'd expect better from Kevin De Bruyne. But thankfully for us, the shot didn't really have much venom behind it. Here is Bardi turning away and finding Grant. It's a lovely ball as well. Adeyemi trying to get away from Rodri in the centre there. I don't know if you saw that. Grant's ball into the feet of Bardi, though, is good. Bardi holding it up well. Now Grant again, looking for a cross. It goes towards the back post. There's Sarr, who gets there, but it's wide. And it was a great chance for Watford. Lovely play again from us down that left-hand side. Grant's delivery. Sarr meets the cross. And if it was on target, maybe that's 1-0. But even then, when you hit the target, you've got to get it past Ederson, who, as we know, outstanding goalkeeper. So, yeah, we still have him to try and get past in the Man City goal. Player to watch, Kevin De Bruyne. Unsurprising. As Alvarez picks it up, looks at the ball to Sterling. Sterling's ball through. Tosin should get there and does. And Ngakia has given it away here as he tried to play it out. Maybe a bit of pressure. Get into Ngakia now that we've seen a new signing. As City hit the bar. Lamptey waiting on the bench. And Ngakia making a couple of rare mistakes that we're not used to seeing from him. Struggling to get the ball back here and get the ball out, to be honest. And Cabore's ball into the middle. Alvarez off to Bernardo Silva. Surely it is. And that is City at their finest as they play it around our penalty area with such intricacy. And Bernardo Silva puts the ball in the bottom corner, and it's 15 minutes in. It's City 1, Watford 0. Gabriel Jesus into the feet of Bernardo, who again is picking up that position. And Asenjo is brilliant as he makes the save. Jesus on the volley. And it is Man City who are knocking on the Watford door once again. And so far we're able to just about withstand the pressure, as it almost was 2-0. But Bernardo Silva keeps popping up in so much space here. We've got to try and solve that. Him and Alvarez. Alvarez playing as the false 9 as Sissoko gives it away. They're causing us problems. Like our defenders now, as you can see, are dropping deeper. They don't know whether or not to go to the ball or just drop. And again, it's a free shot for Alvarez. Asenjo with a save. I'm going to have to try and sort this out because they've got so much space here, City. It is a little bit ridiculous. All right, we've instructed our defenders to step up and try and actually go to the ball if we can. And hopefully that'll help us a bit more defensively from stopping City from being so dangerous in the attack. Bardi under control. Now Grant looking for a counter-attack opportunity here. Adeyemi's gone. There's the ball through from Grant. Adeyemi is away from Cancelo. And you expect him to be so with the pace that he's got. But he can't beat Ederson. Why did he take it with his left foot? Oh, well then. What a chance. Bernardo Silva blocked by Tosin. And it falls here for Sterling. Silva. De Bruyne blocked by Ayer. De Bruyne gets another chance though. And Asenjo once again is there. And going back to the Adeyemi chance. It just felt like the right foot into that far corner was the way to go. But instead he chose to go with his left. And in the end it was a good save from Ederson. 4 minutes to go until half time. We're not out of the game. But the way the game is going is that I thought from Sterling, Asenjo saved it, but I thought he pushed it into his own net. Instead, it's wide for a corner. The way the game is going is that City will find their second pretty soon. Bernardo Silva's corner into the box. Stones is there. Kamara can't get near it. There's their second. Right on cue. Just look at those match facts. City absolutely dominant in that first half. 14 shots. Well, if there's one thing, we're being taught a footballing lesson here. And without our goalkeeper Asenjo, this might have been 3-4, even 5-0 at half-time. But instead it is just 2. And there is still an opportunity if we can find the first goal of this second half, I feel, as Bardi trying to take us forward. Now to Grant. Adeyemi makes the run. Grant's ball through. Adeyemi's in! Adeyemi scores! And that's the goal we were talking about! As he runs and smashes the ball into the roof of the goal. Right then. This wasn't how the script was going. But Watford strike first in the second half. And is there to be a comeback from us in this game at the Etihad? Alvarez away from Ayer. Tosin now though. What a challenge. He's exceptional at the back for Watford. As he makes a great tackle. And Bale, ball through. Adeyemi, not on his favoured right side, but he's going through anyway. Here is Karim Adeyemi pulling it back on the left. It's blocked. Oh! Adeyemi knows. He does everything brilliantly. And then Ruben Dias, he's just stood there and he blocks it behind. Watford are feeling themselves right now. The cross is not great, but to be fair, Ederson doesn't deal with it well at all as Kamada now then picks up the loose ball for Watford. And here is Tosin, who moments ago made a fantastic tackle inside our penalty area. Aya, ball forward, looking for Gareth Bale, who holds on to it. And now here is Adeyemi, off towards Kamara. Brilliant little layoff. Kamara then into the area, finding Kamada, who can't control it and spin. You saw what he was trying to do, but unfortunately just didn't quite get it right. But still, it's Watford piling the pressure on here. And this is unbelievable from us. But will we get our reward? Bardi, Bale, Adeyemi, waits, Adeyemi shoots. It's saved by Edison. Loose ball in the box. Away it goes. 20 minutes still to play. And it's time for another substitution, I think. Rodri, ball forward to De Bruyne. And that's it. Oh, it's heartbreak for Watford. But it's sublime from Kevin De Bruyne, who when City needed him most, he popped up with the goal. Because they've been on the back foot in this second half. And once again, Watford, we had this story last season, didn't we? Against the big sides, we were matching them pound for pound, but we just didn't have the quality when it mattered most to be able to finish the chances we created. And although you've got to say we have been good here, match facts are far in favour of City, who, as I said after the first half, could have so easily been 5-0 up if it wasn't for Sergio Asenjo. But that still doesn't help us here, as we feel a little bit hard done by for this second half. We have really turned it on in the second 45, but unfortunately, it looks like we are going to be leaving the Etihad empty-handed. We have made a couple of substitutions as Dennis now then is on as he looks for the ball through towards Sarr for Karim Adeyemi. Dennis came on for, and also as well, Burrows came on for Bardi. But yeah, Bale 1-2 with Burrows, gets him away. Kamada's making the move. Bale's ball forward. Kamada will be found here. Kamada now then squares it across for Dennis. It's 3-2. Oh, that makes De Bruyne's goal even worse now. It really does, because that would have been the equaliser. 12 minutes remain here then of the game to try and still come away with something. João Cancelo towards Foden. Foden now then on the field of play. Off the bench, De Bruyne now is playing as the false nine. And that is dangerous for us because he's so good. Burrow's trying to win it off of Rodri. A heavy touch. Foden, De Bruyne. Lovely play from those two. What a save, Asenjo. Unbelievable goalkeeping once again. Kamada, Dennis, Sarr with the move. Dennis with the ball, but it's cut out by Bernardo Silva, who's almost playing at left back right now for City because they want to see out this 3-2 victory. And it looks like, my friends, they will be able to do it. Frustratingly for us, Gundogan finding Rodri, and what a game we've seen here. I'll be shocked if Asenjo doesn't get man of the match, to be honest with you. Lovely feet from Phil Foden, and Foden's actually in here now. Foden's in, it's 4-2. As he celebrates for City. Oh, I'm so gutted. Pep's loving it because he knows that we've given his side quite a tough test here. And yes, we've ridden our luck. Don't get me wrong, we have ridden our luck. And Asenjo has been probably the best player on the pitch, even though City have scored 4 goals. But that doesn't do us justice, because the second half display from the boys has been brilliant, but we've just not had enough. And it looks like that is full time then from the Etihad. Well, we'll see what the rest of the transfer window brings. Into deadline day we go then. 9 hours remain, and Fernandes has gone to Wolfsburg. £28 million, which has given us a little bit of money. I'm not sure it's enough, as you can see, to go and sign Bissouma. It was about 40 million that Brighton were saying they wanted for him when we last spoke to them. So we are probably going to have to sell another player if we want to sign Bissouma. Eriksen could be an option. I'm not sure that Brentford will let him go for the cheaper end of that expected price. As you can see, 28.5 or 28.8, I should say, and 37.8. Bissouma now, yeah, his value is well, it's more than I've got in terms of the money. So I do want, or I would like, to sign another centre midfielder. Now, I spoke about Ward-Prowse in Season 1, didn't I? And I said it'd be really cool to bring him in. And the interesting factor is, Wolfsburg are his parent club, and they've just signed Fernandes from us. So let's sit down with Wolfsburg and have a chat about signing James Ward-Prowse. I've got no idea how much this is going to cost. What would you say Ward-Prowse is potentially worth? 25 million? Do I just offer straight away 25 and see? Because obviously with 9 hours left in the deadline day, I don't want to frustrate them and then have them turn around and say no immediately and then not be able to offer again. They want Dennis and £23 million. I want to keep Dennis and sell Brereton Diaz. But as of right now, Brereton Diaz is not really getting any interest from anywhere. You know what we'll do? Let's offer them Brereton Diaz as part of the deal and then take away some of the money. I have a feeling they'll probably say yes to this. £10 million maybe, plus Brereton Diaz. I mean, he's worth a lot. That's 44 million for Ward-Prowse. And they've said yes. But here's the thing. Now I'm thinking about that, we might be able to offer a very similar amount for Basuma. If we offer Brereton Diaz plus money, maybe Brighton will say yes to that. And I apologise as well, I forgot to mute the in-game sound as we met with the Wolfsburg manager there in that last clip. But here we go. Graham Potter, mate. Listen, we've taken Lamptey off you. We want Basuma as well. Player swap. Striker. Straight away. I can't offer him because I've done it as part of the other deal. What a melon I am. What about a wide player maybe? Gareth Bale? Yeah, you want Bale? No, they don't want Bale. It looks like it's unfortunately not going to happen for us. We are not going to be able to sign Basuma in this transfer window at least. But he will remain on my shortlist. And I definitely want to make him a Watford player down the line. So, by that basis, we are going to go and offer a contract to James Ward-Prowse. I mean, he's a really, really good player, he's Ward-Prowse. I'm a massive fan of this guy. And I think he will be a real asset to us. Remove the bonus and offer him 60k a week. Especially those free kicks and corners. They are going to be so helpful. £60,000 a week. Welcome back to the Premier League. James Ward-Prowse, who should be wearing the number 8 shirt and will partner Sissoko as our creative player, which is where Bardi is playing at the moment. He is wearing the number 8 shirt and he's 82 rated as well. What a signing that is for us. We will put him on a... I want to do the playmaker one for his weak foot, but his attributes will go up if we do a different one instead. So I'm going to go central midfield for now and do that one. But yeah, what a signing this is. I mean, in terms of his stats, he's not the quickest, but he's got stamina, run for days, free kick accuracy of 94, curve 93, crossing 89. Yeah, he's just an absolute beast and will fit right in here at Watford. And that is the deals done for us, unless we sell any players. We've got 9 hours left, so what I'll do is skip to the end of deadline day and then show you the big deals that have been done. Shajeldarup has gone to Napoli, and yeah, he's a bit of a wonder kid, so be seeing him in a few years, I feel, in that Napoli side, in and around Europe. As with 1 hour to go, that is the end of the summer transfer window. It's shut, the teams are locked in, and we can see exactly as another offer for Dennis, this time from Sociedad, but we will not even be talking about the sale of Dennis. Here's our youth academy. It's time to promote O'Grady. He's ready, 66 rated. Said when he became 16 we would promote him, and there you go. The rest of the players we will leave in our youth academy for now. Transfer, let's have a look and see which was the biggest transfers of the window. As I imagine it will still be... Wait a minute, that is date. I want the details and the price. It'll still be Goretzka. There you go. Yeah, 140 million. Pedri to West Ham, 88. Still the second biggest deal. And Isak as well to Everton for 83. Still the third. Was there any, though, on deadline day that came through, which were big? Jesus going to Spurs. Well then. Gabriel going to Sevilla for £58 million. Arsenal once again weakening themselves. I don't know why they do it, but they do. Christensen going to Leverkusen. We've got Ward-Prowse joining us as part of, apparently, somewhere in the region of 51 million. I guess that's because Brereton Diaz is worth a bit more than that. But yeah, that is the overall list. Griezmann going to Atalanta and Danny Pereira joining Lazio. For us, though, this is our window. We started things off with Kiko Firmino going to Nice. Reina, Segura, Bale, and Sandoval and Guerrero all coming in from the free agents. Kamada joining from Frankfurt. Sarolta going to West Brom. Danny Rose joining PSV. Aya coming in from Brentford. Senyo in for free. Kalu joining Atletico Mineiro. Zincanago going to Brighton. Cabasele going to Ajax. Aksoy coming in for free. Lamptey from Brighton. Fernandez to Wolfsburg. And Ward-Prowse coming in from Wolfsburg with deadline day sale of Mabude to Hoffenheim. So we went to the Championship a lot this season, and I remember hearing somewhere, if you buy players from the Championship, that might be where you end up. But on this occasion, I don't think that's going to happen, because our dream and our aim is for European football, and this is the squad that we've got to try and achieve it with. Ben Foster retiring at the end of the season, of course. Okoye still here. Wasn't able to sell him on in this window, but he will remain transfer listed. Sandoval still here as well. Maybe would be a good idea to get him out on loan somewhere, but we'll see if that happens. Guerrero, I'm not sure will ever play for us, I'll be completely honest. Segura and Kamara at left back, 2 solid choices for us to have. Good squad depth there. In terms of centre back, Aya, Troost-Ekong and Tosin are our main 3. And we can maybe put someone in there from holding midfield to play that role if needs be. And Ngakia and also Lamptey at right back. Sissoko is our main man, our captain in the midfield alongside Ward-Prowse it'll be now. And Bardi as well to come in there and be our creative spark when we need him. Lusa still here. Kayembe still here. Burrows still here. And considering he's an exciting prospect, he's not really hit the ground running yet, the 17-year-old. But he's still got a lot of years ahead of him, so I imagine he will. Kenya still here. Kamada, of course, picked up this window. And he's already got how many assists? 2 in 3 in the Premier League. That's pretty good so far. Grant, yet to score a goal this new season, our top scorer of last year, but I'm sure he'll come good a few games in and start banging in the goals again. Ismaila Sarr as well, not had a goal or an assist in our first 3. Gareth Bale will only spend this year at the club, and then he'll move on. And finally, Karim Adeyemi, 2 goals, 1 assist in 3 matches. An exciting prospect. Dennis to join and the attack when we need him to. And João Pedro as well, still here too. But that is the end of today's episode, my friends. A massive thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We pick up next time out with Wolves, Newcastle and Everton as part of our 3 matches in September. And I will see you all for that episode very, very soon. Until then, stay safe, take care, have a great day, have a great evening, and I will catch you all again. Adios!